Cool.
Okay. When I was 15, I had a lot of friends who were photographers. So we all used to go out on long photography trips and like go and do photo shoots and get all our friends to just like dress up and do weird things. And one time we thought it would be really fun to go and like branch out and just take our trip to somewhere further away. So we decided to go to an abandoned asylum, basically. I don't know if you know Headingley, but it's like a famous abandoned asylum in Sussex. And my dad agreed one day to drive us there after a lot of begging. And so we drove through the countryside along country lanes. And we'd seen pictures on the Google, like we'd heard it was going to be a really amazing place. Like there was like kind of baths upside down and like electric chairs and like stuff just falling from the ceiling. It was a really crumbling, creepy building. And we were like, right, ready for this. We've got our friends all like dressed up really amazing. And we got there and there was security at the door. We weren't expecting it at all. But we managed to get past them, so it was all fine. And they didn't actually see because they were kind of far away. So we're like, oh, it's fine. We ended up finding the actual right place because we were in the wrong place originally, and it was like a kind of fence. And so we started like climbing over the fence, and we could see the rubble in the buildings. It was like really exciting. Like, oh my god, cool. And then like these men started coming out of the buildings and being like, oh, excuse me, you're not actually meant to be here. It's completely like we can see you on CCTV, and this is not allowed. And I went, oh no, that's a real shame. We come all this way for this photography thing. Like, is there no chance we could just come in for like 10 minutes, just like take some pictures? They're like, no, absolutely not. Like, no way. And they like pushed us out and got us on the other side of the fence. And then this guy started walking up to us, and he said, "This is the old Headingley," and he was a security guard. He was like, "You really need to go," and then he started sort of talking to us, and he was really nice, and we were like, "Oh, why is he being so nice?" And he was sort of going, "So this is the old one. But there's actually a new Headingley. It's just along there. Can you see it?" And it was this really beautiful, massive building with like beautiful parks around. And it looked really nice actually. And we were sort of just looking at it like, oh, cool. And looking at the rubble next to it, and it was very much like black and white, kind of old and new. And he started saying, "Yeah, you really don't want to be here though. It's not the best place to be." And we're like, "Oh, why not?" He was like, "Well, this path is where some of the like most notoriously affected and people will be walking up and down. And people who are in the new place are people who have committed really bad crimes connected to their mental well-being, etc." We're like, okay, well, that's well, okay. And then we just kept seeing this woman, and she kept walking along the path from the new building. Past us and like to this main street, and then she kept walking back as well. She kept going up and down, and he was like, "Yeah, so this is the main walk. So what happens is the people who have like kind of who are most at risk get to go all the way to the end of the track and on the other side of the forest, and people who are not so fortunate to be in that position have to go to the road back." And we're like, okay. And then this woman, she had like this lank top on and like long dark hair, and it was really greasy. It genuinely looks like something from a scary film. Like it wasn't something you'd expect at all. And then that guy, he was like, "So is that woman?" We went, "Yeah." He said, and we were getting a bit weirded out. Like, why is this guy telling us stuff like this? This doesn't feel right. It doesn't feel professional at all. Like, he was like, "This woman, that woman there, she ate her mum alive." And we were literally like, okay. And we got into the car, and then we started walking towards us, and we got into the car, and my dad just drove away.
Oh my god, spooky. What the fuck? That's so weird.
So why do you think he did tell you all that?
I just don't know if it was a real thing or not. Like,
yeah.
I don't know.
Because if he was playing,
we were really young. But my dad was like, no. But my dad was quite scared as well, and he does not get scared.
Let's not Google that.
I'm Googling it. That was a spooky tale.